All right, welcome to Live. This is JR with I Dig Treasure. I'm actually at a home. It's a business slash home in a city next to where I live. And my wife's friend owns the building, and they're actually selling it or going to lease it. So they told me I could metal detect it. So, pretty excited about it. I don't think there's anything better than getting on a private permission, where somebody's giving you permission to hunt their property. So we'll get this all set up. I'm using the MindLab Manticore with the stock 11-inch coil. Got noise cancel, do a little ground balance. There we go. Recovery speed, I'm gonna go a little lower because this is an older house. I want to get some deeper. Let's see, 5-tone, ferrous volume, looks good. We're normal multi-frequency, and I definitely want to turn up my sensitivity almost to the point where it's choppy. Probably like that. Yeah, well.
Have you ever found any jewelry with like diamonds before?
Oh yeah, yep, I found diamonds, rubies, sapphire, lots of gold. I'm gonna try to, because I have a permission to be here, and so I'm gonna actually kind of come in and try to do a little bit of a grid. It's a 26, 28. It should be a nickel, but it's painting kind of. Not tremendously deep. This grass is a little dry on this side. I want to obviously always respect the property. So that was they have live chickens, my wife said, that just roam the property. So that's probably what I'm hearing back there. So this will be my first target. Like I said, this is a friend of my wife. I gotta turn the sensitivity down. Let's see. There we go. Let me reset this. It was coming in a little choppy. Let me see if I can coming in a lot more irony now. So I really don't want to dig a bigger plug than that. It's a good target right there too. Probably a penny, but it's also hitting up into the 70s. Not too deep either. There we go. This is a lot softer. It has some water on it. If you notice, I dig my plugs in the shape of a U, so that way it stays connected to the root system and doesn't kill the grass. Oh, this is not deep at all. Might be a real small target because it was. It was showing it was like 6 inches, and now it's showing us on top. So now I'm questioning if it is in fact going to be a coin or not. It's not bad. Oh, nail. Wow. First target, nail. That's why he was showing us that it was deeper than what it really was. There we go. It's painting pretty good on that 2D screen. It's a little higher. see if I can pinpoint it. Oh, this is a different target here. So this one's coming in. It's all over the board. I want to find some good targets first, and then I'll dig some sketchy ones later. And again, this house was built in 1909. Okay, that's painting right on the 2D line. Actually, whoops. You know, normally if it's on that 2D line, you're supposed to dig it. And even though you're still gonna pick up iron and all that, those are your best indicators. So now this is ringing up at like a 12. So either aluminum or gold, which is really odd that it changed that dramatically. Actually, is that it right there? Aluminum. But I don't think that was a target. I think there might be another one down here, or even in the plug. Let's see. That's coming to 92, which would be crazy high target. So right here could be a big piece of nail. Yep, big piece of aluminum. That's weird it would come up that high though. Okay, so there's something around it. Huh. If you guys can see that, it's like wrapped with this. Let me see if that's magnetic. That's not magnetic. So this is like some kind of material. That looks like it could be, I mean, at that high of a number, it could be silver. Again, I don't know if you can make out that detail. I'll have to clean it up a little bit because it's not magnetic. So it's going to be aluminum, silver, I'm trying to think of the other material. So that was the one that we were picking up. Yep. Something else right here too on the surface. Okay, let's put this plug back in. So something right here, let's just see what the machine says, what it thinks it is. It's kind of all over the board. Whoops, how do I want to do that? Mid 60s heading up to the 80s and 90s. Could be like a super worn silver coin. It's hard to tell. So many targets in the ground. Come on, where you at? I was testing on my boot to make sure. It wasn't very deep at all. Up, roofing nail. That's why it was so sketchy going to the 50s up to the 90s. Make sure my volume's up so I can hear comments. I appreciate the likes and the shares. Definitely helps the channel. It's almost like a dime signal right there. I'm going to turn 90, see if I get the same signal. Let's see how it's dropped all the way to the 50s. That probably means iron. Although now it's back to 70s. So I'm going to say it's probably going to be a dime. And the last silver dime, 1950 Roosevelt, came in at a solid 73. That's like a couple of plugs right next to each other, which I normally don't like doing because I want to keep all that grass intact. Oops. Plug right there. Like that, no? Did I drop it? Huh. It's almost like I moved it. That's kind of wild because it's like it moved on me. Okay, I got it in the hand. Let me just grab it with a magnet and see if it's. I think it was that piece of wire. That's why I had that super magnet on the end of my thing. All right. We'll retest that, but still there. But then drop into the 30s is just confusing. Okay, I'm going to come back to that one. I want to find some that are real consistent. It looks like a plug right there, like somebody dug it, but so I had it on all metal mode. I turned it off, so I'm just going to hear some better signals. There's an 88 there for a second. And sometimes it'll pick up a larger number because it's just a larger target and it's reading all the material, so it's kind of overloading the processor. $25, $23. Again, like I said, I'm looking for good repeatable tones. Like that right there. Nice and repeatable, both when I turn 90 degrees, and then you're just giving the computer, the processor, a little more data to kind of figure out what it thinks it is. Wonder how old this dirt is. I don't know if this is original dirt or whatever it is. That's always makes me nervous when it's that big of a target. So I thought it was in there, but now I think it's further down. Well, that's not a nail, is it? So it's out. It's definitely not going to be a coin. Let's see. So it's this right here. It's maybe a piece off of a bobby pin. I'll put it in the good pile. We'll look at it. Wonder if there's more of it. There's more of it right here. Can't tell if that's it's definitely not a boot tack. It's too big for that. Sharp. Huh. Let's see what else is in there. Super soft dirt though, where it's getting watered, which is nice. Make sure there's nothing in here. So what I can do is just take my magnet off, put it like that, or run it through real quick. There it is. More iron. That rang up pretty low for iron. Normally I find the iron in the mid to high 50s. That was like 39, 40. But because it's magnetic, I know it's not aluminum. It's definitely not silver. Silver should ring up higher. Gold will ring up anywhere from about, whoops. I hit that button too long. It wants to reset the, there we go. If I hold the button in on that pen pointer, it wants to reset the settings because I can go to like a vibrate mode or 3 different kinds of tones, or I guess sensitivities. See, a good number, 92, but it's painting it way up in the ferrous, which means it's probably a large piece of iron. Which, when I'm on older home sites like this, I don't mind digging an older.
Sup, bro?
Let's see. Thank you, I appreciate that.
Thanks, Lincoln Hawk, for saying that.
Hey, Lincoln, welcome. So this one sounds pretty good. I turn 90 and I kind of almost lose it, but it could be a coin that's on edge. Let's pinpoint it.
If everyone could please follow, like, and share the live.
Yes, thank you. You guys should follow Lincoln's channel also. He does some cool stuff. Goes live with rips cards. I got some last night that are history-related cards, and I'm excited to get them. I think it's in the plug. This ground is kind of different. And again, I don't know if they brought in dirt 30 years ago or if this is original. So the target here, thought there was there's a target here. Let's see, we'll dig this one first. Yeah, so again, this is a property of a friend of my wife's, and it's a 1909, it's a house they've converted to a business. Come on, we need our first coin for the day. And it's not going to be this one. It'll be another nail. Whoops. Okay.
Thanks, Lincoln Hawk, for sending the heart me gift.
Thanks, Lincoln. Appreciate it. Oop. Is that what it is? Another piece of... I imagine that's just iron. Okay, well, I'm going to turn my sensitivity down now that I know we're getting a lot of iron. And that way I can hopefully dig just some better targets. I do have my sensitivity cranked way up there. Trying to find those deep targets. But I want to find just some good targets, and then we can come back and dig some other ones later.
Where's everyone from in the chat? I am in Idaho.
And I'm in Utah, just south of you.
Nails for days.
Yeah. Let's see, let me turn down that.
Louisiana.
Louisiana, nice.
Oklahoma. Arizona.
What's the temperature down there now in Arizona? We got like a little cool wave today. It's dropped by like 15 degrees.
Mississippi.
Normally I'd say that's a penny, but
It's disgusting like usual. Under a heat wave. It's like 108 degrees today.
oh wow. I lived down there when I was
It's 103 now in South Louisiana.
dang.
At
And
Ketrel Carter, oh man, I've heard there is good food there. I've never been.
so this might be a nickel right here. I don't think it'd be an old one because it doesn't look too deep. Yeah, I love the food in Louisiana. We went to New Orleans years and years ago. Took my family on an epic 22-day road trip from Utah to Disney World. And we stayed there for a night or two in New Orleans. Went to the iconic, what was that place where they have the famous beignets? Dumont or something? Cafe Dumont, or I remember I still have the coffee mug from there. Come on, let's be a nickel. No, more aluminum. Can slaw. Now, normally a nickel is going to be more 27.28. Cafe Dumont, yeah. Yeah, cool place.
Yes, it's good food down here. Seafood is good.
Yeah, and I'm into the spice too, so definitely like that. Come on, we need to get on a coin, or I'm going to go to a different place where I know I can get coins. Okay, this should be a penny all day long. You can see the VDI number. It's painting right on the 2D screen. It almost acts like there's, maybe not, I was gonna say maybe 2 signals there. But now, doing the air test, okay, 54, 55. Let's see what's gonna be. Yeah, but you guys go like Lincoln's channel. Like I said, he rips these car. Well, I guess it was a chicken. I thought it was somebody saying, hey. Now it's 43, 44, but still right on the horizontal line. Ah, it's more aluminum. Look at that.
New Orleans is more Creole food, it's good, but Cajun food is better.
My only regret on the whole trip is my oldest son wanted to stop at the Tabasco plant. And we were running a little behind schedule. Really didn't have a tight schedule, but we ended up passing on it. I think it's off, 30 miles off the freeway or something. And I would have liked to have gone there. That would have been cool. He really wanted to go there. Tons of targets. I'm trying to sniff out some higher VDI signals. These aluminum coming in at 40 is surprising. There's probably aluminum there. So I'm just going to grid kind of go back and forth.
Tabasco plant is in Avery Island.
That's right, yeah. Isn't it like 30 miles off the freeway? I don't think it was like too crazy far. Come on.
Maybe so.
Whoops. I really want to detect the park across the street. It's the oldest park in the city, but it's always pretty busy with people. It's like a tone I've never heard on the Manicore. It's like a double chirp.
I am about 15 miles from the Tabasco plant.
Oh, nice. I didn't realize until a couple years ago how many different flavors of Tabasco they have. Or maybe it was just up until a few years ago they will clean up some of this stuff. Or maybe it was just a few years ago they started coming out with new ones with the garlic and the chipotle. And I still like just the original. Again, normally I would dig all these targets, but we've been getting so much aluminum. I want to just hopefully get on one.
I like to jalapeno.
See, like this target right there. That's what I'm looking. Don't go to the 50s though. Stay in the 80s. Let's go 90. So that's a perfect signal. That should be a quarter right there. It's in the 80s. It's painted on the 2D screen. Okay. and it was only like 6 inches down. I mean, that should be a textbook quarter all day long. So let's see if this ground's going to give me grief and be something else. I mean, it could be a ring, it'd be a big ring, a big silver ring, which I'm okay with. Staying the same number. I dropped to 70s, to 83, 86. Any guesses? What is that? It's like aluminum, but that would not be the target. Let's see. Yeah, see, it's not even picking that up. I will pick it up and throw it away, but that can't be our target. And that's a good thing there. You got to be somewhat careful. You pull something out of a hole and you think, oh, crud, that's all it was. And you fill in your hole and you leave. There was something right there. And you go to leave and then you realize that, you left the good target in the hole. That's just a ball of aluminum is all that is. There still has to be some in here. A little more aluminum. Let me just retest the hole. So it's in the plug. It should be a quarter or at least a dime. See, the problem I have is these new gloves I got, because I got cut the other day. It cut my index finger on like a lawnmower blade or something. I went to grab it and my gloves didn't hold it. Slipped through the gloves into my finger. So I'm like, I'll go get some of these good gloves, but there must be some kind of metal in them, which really messes up my detecting. Come on, you should be right there.
Hey, bud.
Hey, welcome.
Thanks, Willie Bill 3, for sending the Hard Me gift.
There's a coin. What I say is going to be a quarter. Now, it's not silver. It's a Washington. It's an eagle on the back. Oh, nope. That's a state quarter. Crazy. I don't even remember what the state quarter years are. Let's see.
At T-neg_84 hey T.
I think it says 1999. Huh. Well, still is a coin. I'm not going to worry about that because that was more of that aluminum down there. Yeah, so who knows? They could have had dirt brought in 20 years ago. Maybe when she changed it from a residential place to a business. You never know. But at least we got one coin. Yeah, I was going to say, if that would have been aluminum, I would have been done. Put this plug back in. I went to that school, what was that there, yesterday? Or the day before. Pulled those two rings. One of them was a silver. One I think is probably gold over brass or something. And then I got tired of digging dimes. I dug so many dimes. Okay, that should be a penny. Hey, thanks for the likes and follows. I appreciate it. Let's see if we can get a Wheatie. Help us date this dirt. Like I said, the house is 1909. It's actually on the historical registry. Oop. Should be a penny. I think it's time to get a new battery for this. I can tell it's not as...
Thanks, Lincoln Hawk, for sending the popular vote gift.
Thanks, Lincoln. There we go. We got a penny. Let's see if we can figure out. Now I can feel it's already crusty, so it'll be a newer memorial. Whoops.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah, I'll have to try to clean it, but it's memorial. Another Target down there. Let's just see if it's a good one or not.
At Brockton Drive, hey Brockton.
Nope, I think it's going to be aluminum. Kind of a weird sounding animal. That can't be a chicken. My wife did tell me she has chickens
Mike
that
Hunt.
roam this. I might have to edit that out. Let's see. I got this app.
Thanks, Brockton Drive, for sending the Heart Me gift.
Hey, you appreciate that. Yeah, I got this app on my iPhone that reads the comments, so please keep it G. Okay, well, that's 2 coins in a row. Let's see if we get something older.
Guinea hens.
You know, those might be hens. I don't know. Let's see, not too deep. Went to my grandson's first soccer games today. I haven't been to a soccer game for so long. All my kids, I take that back. Well, yeah, they all played. Some of them played more aggressive than the others and enjoyed it more, so they played it for more years. But my grandboys, they were fun to watch. They're young and I think it's still in the hole. That's always fun, busting out all the the umbrellas and the chairs and weathering the heat. It might be iron. Nope, I can see it right there.
At Gerard Heyman.
So see how I dug my plug here? And my target was right in the middle. I notice a lot of times if the target ends up being off to the side, it's more ferrous. But for whatever reason, my detector's having a harder time pinpointing exactly where it's at. If it's a coin, it seems
It's
like
Willie Bill 3.
It seems like I nail it every time. But I guess, yeah. Aluminum can with the stay tab. I guess that's officially what these are called, are stay tabs. We call them pull tabs, but those came out in mid-70s. So that kind of dates this ground. What you really want to look for is you want to look for the beaver tails. You know, the ones that have the round that you put your finger and you pull it all the way off. Those are the beaver tails. Those came out in 1962, and they were not necessarily banned, but just the industry got away from them in about 74, 75 because people would pull those things off and just leave them wherever. But if you can get into a park or a schoolyard or a yard like this and you can pull some of those beaver tails, you know you're in that area, that time-wise, where there could be silver because you had silver coins in 64. So, and I think I enjoy doing the research on properties as much as I like being out detecting. As a matter of fact, even like this, there's a temple on right through there. You can actually see the back of it. There's a parking lot here. And then I realized after looking at all these historical photos, there were houses right here where this parking lot is. And they tore them out probably, because some of the maps I have, there'll be like a 5-year, 10-year gap. But it looks like it was probably 1980. You know, so even that's 45 years ago. Whoop. Where's that high tone? There was an 88 there a minute ago. go 90 and see if I can pick it up.
Hey.
Hey guys. So again, I'm on a house that was built in 1909. There we go. Might be a couple of targets there. It's not that one. It was right. Just keep turning until I can grab that 80 again. I caught it. Yep. Right there. It did hit down in the 50s, so it could be another roofing nail, but it's painting right on the 2D. If you guys have any tips for me as far as, how to better discriminate the iron, even when it shows on the 2D screen when it's 80 or 90, because those do fool me every once in a while. So now it's showing 95, 75, but now it's painting more of an iron signal off to the right. Nothing in the plug.
I just dig it all.
Yeah, some days I dig every single target. Other days I only go for low tone, other for high tones. It just depends. Here, because this is a new permission, it's a piece of iron. I can feel it right here. It's a nail. It's a new permission, so I'm just trying to see if I can sniff out some silver, or at least maybe a weedy or something that'll help date the property, or at least the dirt. Well, I thought I had that nail out. There it is. Yeah, a piece of iron. And,
I am too nosy.
Yeah, I mean, if I can, if I'm on vacation or whatever, I'm in an area that I don't think I'm ever going to go back to, I'm definitely going to cherry pick my targets. Area like this, I want to get on some older coins. I want to find a wheat penny, like that. I just found that quarter a minute ago, which is a newer state quarter. And then I found, matter of fact, let's go over by the sidewalk where most people will be walking and losing stuff. But, and if, I found the quarter, then I found a clad memorial, obviously a zinc because it's so crusty. Then I'm like, I have other places I can go that I know historically I found older stuff, silver. But that's not to say you can't find something cool, or, a ring or something somebody potentially lost. That was a decent signal there. There we go, right there. Yeah, as long as it stays out of the 50s. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. This seems pretty shallow. Let's see. I think that's whatever I was picking up, which sounds like multiple targets. Oops.
What's your favorite find?
That is a penny. My favorite find in Arizona, I found meteorites, which are cool. Lots of little pieces of gold. I would have to say my favorite find would be these silver. I don't know if they're silver or lead or pewter. I'm leaning towards silver because the way they ring up on the machine. But they're silver dice that are covered. They're gold overlay, I guess, with rubies. And I found them a month or half ago, whatever. And I posted a picture of them on a dice collectors forum. And people say they're from the 1880s to the 1920s. And that was a cool find. What was cool is I found the first dice, and then there's an 84. I filled my hole in, tested it, nothing, and then filled it all in, took like 1.5 steps, and got the exact same signal, and found the other dice. So I have the actual pair of them. Wants to be a good target. Let's see.
That's so amazing.
Yeah, and I found a 1944 wheat penny at about 10 inches deep. And this is another permission place I have, an abandoned house. And
I would love to have a set like that.
oh yeah. And I retested the hole. Here's a good signal, right? Where's it at? Looks good. And I retested the hole, and I got another target. And so I dug down another 4 or so
I
inches.
collect dice.
Oh, really? I'll have to. If you look at my channel, I've actually showed pictures of them or videos of them several times. And I just need to figure out a way to find out if they are, in fact, lead or silver. Because I nicked the one with my shovel, my hand shovel. And that's why I know it's not solid gold. But so I got that 44 wheat penny, and then I ended up, I didn't tighten this coil. I ended up getting another target in the hole, dug down, and found a huge, I'm talking like an 8 carat blue sapphire surrounded in diamonds. It's about this big, squared, with probably, I think it's 3 diamonds on each side, so 12 diamonds total. Big piece of gold, and I don't know if my detector would have gotten it that deep. I don't know why I dug such a big plug. Let's see.
Where y'all at today, if you don't mind saying?
I'm in American Fork, Utah. Oh, there it is. It just popped out. Another quarter. Yeah, I'm in American Fork, Utah. I don't hide where I go. I figure everybody has different machines, different ways they detect. It could all, let's see, that's a state quarter, right? Yeah, another state quarter. So it's like, I did door-to-door sales. Somebody mentioned they're from Arizona. I did door-to-door sales for 6 years when I was 18 to 24. And we had a saying that there was no such thing as bum territory, just bum in a territory. And you always have guys and gals who complain that, this area is hunted out, or back then, nobody's buying, and, that kind of stuff. And I would go in and still have a successful day. And so I go to places where, just slow your speed down. And I'm not a professional,
That cat dad, hey bud.
Make sure we keep this nice and cleaned up for them. I want to make sure they invite us back. So another quarter right on the... We're 63. Thought there was another one in there.
It's Willie Bill 3. Hey Bill.
If you guys wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, that'd be great.
At Betty Crawford 60. Hi Betty.
Ooh, there's a good one right there too. Although there is the possibility it could be part of the water line because it's right there.
Do you ever make it to SLC?
Oh yeah, I'm 30 minutes south. It's funny because tomorrow's Sunday. It's on the right side. I normally go up there on Sundays, and I've been hitting some areas, mow strips. I'm trying to think, is that 12th East, I believe, downtown, where they have the big center mow strips. I've pulled some really cool stuff out. I picked this aluminum piece out. It's deep. This aluminum piece, I thought it was
If everyone wouldn't mind liking, following, and sharing the live.
Thank you. But I pulled this aluminum piece and it came out of the ground perfect. I bent the nose a little bit on it. I was like, oh, it looks like a Christmas tree ornament, like of a duck or something. Hey, thanks for the likes. Appreciate it. And so I did the video and showed everybody, and somebody's like, no, man, flip it over. And I flipped it over. It's a reindeer, and it's pretty cool. It's probably about that big, and I did some research on it. It came out of a Cracker Jack box from the 1930s. I mean, how cool is that? So this could be silver, because this is pretty deep. We should be right on it. It was 83 through 88. Let me see if I can pinpoint a little better. Yeah, we should be right on it right there. Let's see if I can nick it and devalue it. Joking. Let's see. Well, we must have it out. Actually, you know what? I may have. Make sure you guys can see. Oh, is that?
At Lincoln Hawk.
Nope. Another piece of iron. Huh. Sounded. Huh? Let's retest it. Because I have my ferrous volume super low. No, see, that's still showing 93. Is it coming from inside the... Thought I had it. Come on. Let's see. If it was silver, I'd expect it to be a lot deeper than that, though. Although that 1950 I just found was only 3 inches or so. This is like really shallow. Thought I felt. What in the world? I moved it. Oh, there it is. It's a dime. Does not look old. Huh. Okay, but there is another target down there. Let's see what it shows. Yeah, it's ferrous. Or it's a lost Mormon gold that I'm going to bury back up. Yeah, if you guys are in Utah, if you know any places, permissions that you have or whatever, actually, I'd like to find somebody that had the Deus 2 detector. I've always been in the mine lab. I know some of the guys who really like mine lab like that Deus 2. And so I'd like to take somebody with me to some of my better places that I've found good stuff and see if they can sniff it out. I always want to make sure I'm running the best equipment, which I think, the mine lab Manicore is the best. But, I'm always willing to look at something else too. There we go. A little water on that over a day or two, you'll never even know it's there. So just kind of crisscross, see if we get on another decent signal. A couple of them. I like that 93, but turning now it's... This one's like all over the board. See, I was just painting everywhere. I have one silver coin, though, in my test garden that does paint all over the place.
Thanks, Lincoln Hawk, for sending the popular vote gift.
Thanks, Lincoln. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Lincoln Hawk, for sending the popular vote gift.
Okay, 91, 83, stayed at a high number. It did drop to 67, but we'll still investigate it, especially when the grass is this nice to cut through. I don't know if they've ever done events outside, but I keep missing all these really low tones, which could be gold.
Let's hope it's not a nail.
78, 79, no, that should be a dime. It'll be a newer one, but still a dime. Come on. Whoops. There it is. Let's see if we can get a date off this one.
You called it.
Yeah, those newer ones are pretty. It seems like it's always the ones that I'm kind of like, it sounds a little sketchy, then it ends up being a piece of iron.
A dime.
Try to pull the date. 1993. Yeah, so everything's pretty new. A week or two ago, maybe a little longer, one of the big high schools here in Utah, somebody went onto the football field and set it on fire. I told my wife, I go, we can legally go and detect these public properties, schools and parks and all that kind of stuff. I go, you have idiots like that go out there, they ruin it, because now you're going to have more scrutiny, more people watching to see, hey, what are these guys doing out there, digging a hole or whatever. There was another situation here in Utah where somebody went out onto, I think it was a football field as well, and dug a bunch of targets and then didn't fill in any other holes. Like made no, I mean, it's just crazy to me that somebody would do that and hurt the hobby, you know? I'm just kind of wildly swinging now to see if I can kind of find an area that looks promising. Should be a penny. 6 inches down. Yeah, somebody was asking about Salt Lake though, but yeah, I normally try to get up to Salt Lake on Sundays. It's a little busier than Utah
I may
County.
have asked before, but what part of Utah are you in?
I'm in Utah County. I live in Highland, so right by Lehigh. Oop, we dropped it. Should be a penny. Yep, it'll be a newer zinc, crusty. I mentioned this the other day, but I got a mountain of pennies, so I need to go and take my detector, swing over each one of them.
Okay, I had an uncle in Lehigh. My cousins are still there.
Oh, nice. Are you in the Utah now? There we go. So let's try. Well,
Wow, you know your machine.
yeah, I've dug so many of these
I live
coins.
in Nevada, but work in Utah a lot.
Oh, okay. What part of Nevada? See if we can find a nickel out of here. Okay, there's a little better.
Lincoln County.
Probably a dime. Lincoln County. What part of the state is that?
Southeastern Nevada.
Southeastern. Okay, like Mesquite. Oops. It's in the bottom of the hole. It'll be a dime.
I am due east of Cedar City.
Oh, like by Buell or that area? Is that what it's
West,
called?
excuse me.
Okay, let's see what we got. We don't have it yet. It's still. But I felt something metallic. Oh, a nail. Wow. All right, I'm going to retest the hole because that came in too clear for a nail. No, there's still a dime down in there. I think I missed it.
Nail. So why are you going to scan each penny?
I want to find out, get the coppers from the zinc. Okay, where's my? Just so.
Nailed it.
Where's the? Huh? Again, like I mentioned, these new gloves have some metal in them, so it's really messing up the. Come on. Is that a different target? Yeah, that's a different one. But, you know, all the different, there it is. I knew there was another one in there. Memorial. This one should be a little older. You can tell it's not as crusty as the other ones. So the way the pennies came out, 1909, the Wheatie through 1958, and then 1959 they came out with the Memorial. Let's see, let me grab this. And then that was through, I want to say 83, then they changed into zinc. I'm probably way off on that, but you don't want to tumble copper.
I stay in Neffy and Fillmore, but haven't dared detect the parks there yet.
1978. So that's a little more promising, a little older. So one thing I do, and I'm not doing now because I'm on a private permission, but I have, so that nail is not what I detected, if you guys know that. I discriminated that nail out. I just happened to hit it, but it did know that there was a coin in the ground, and it came up more like a dime because it's older, has more copper than the new zincs. The zincs will come in quite a bit higher, or excuse me, quite a bit lower, like in the 60, 61. So here's what I've been doing, and it's like I'm hiding in plain sight. I got me a construction shirt, you know, just the yellow ones with the gray stripes or whatever, and that's what I wear going out detecting. Now, if I'm in a private home like this, I don't worry about it. But it's like you're hiding in plain sight. People don't even give you a second look. They figure they're an official business or whatever. I never go on private property without permission. I only go to, parks, schools, obviously schools, not during business hours or school hours, or not when there's a game going on. And I have, like, nobody pays me any attention at all. I actually have a new one I bought, and it says I Dig Treasure, and it has the I Dig Treasure logo on the back of the shirt and on the pocket. And
that's a good idea. I wear orange with reflective stripes for work.
Yeah. So again, people think you're out there looking for the water meter. Oop, there was a good one there a second ago. Think you're looking for the water meter or something, and now that's when I go do. Ooh, there's a good one. That's when I go do like mow strips, and I put my big straw hat on, and there's a good one right there. Let's see if we can pinpoint it. And then they see me with this chest harness with this phone hanging off it. They probably think I'm doing a training video or something. Knock on wood, I've never had anyone question me or anything. I was live a few weeks ago, and I was at one of the big parks here in Utah by me, and all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I saw this guy running towards me, and he was jogging at first. I knew he was a jogger, but he kept coming right at me. I'm like, oh great, we're gonna have our first. Ooh, this sounds really good. I mean, like silver good, like silver quarter good. Let's see. He ran over and said, hey, how deep does that thing search? He was looking for his water meter. And I gave him my info. He never did call. I'm like, yeah, I'd come over and try to help you find it, It says darn, oh, there it is. It is a quarter. This rang up really high. Is that another state quarter? Yeah, it's a state quarter.
Nice.
Huh. Came up super high. So just around the block here, just around the corner, there's a house. That's kind of a condemned house. And I was talking to another target. Maybe another quarter. That's why I didn't think about that. Yesterday when I picked up 2 quarters and they were ringing up in the high 90s or mid 90s. It was because it was
I
detecting
use the
2
Knox
of them.
900. Is that a Manticore?
Mine's a Manticore, yeah. I have the 800, the Equinox 800 I love. but they were running that sale on the Manicore, $500 off, and I'm like, why not? Where's it at? I bet it's gonna be another quarter. Well, again, I'm gonna have to go get new
Local
gloves.
Park is having a concert tonight. I am going to wear just one earring and hunt the other winking face. Knox 900 is a great machine.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna see what the machine says, if that's another 80 signal. No. So it's probably just iron that I'm hitting down there. So it was only one quarter. That was surprising. That was so high. Yeah, I've never ran the 900, but I've heard great things about it. My brothers and I have
At Gerard it is. I have no complaints about it.
Let's see. What size coil do you run with that? Whoop. Another quarter.
I have the 11 and the 6.
Which one do you prefer?
I used it for a couple years, then went Manticore.
Nice. At 87, that's going to be high again for a quarter, and from what I've dug. So I have the 11 on here. I bought the M8, which is an elliptical 8.5 by 5.5. Absolutely love that coil, but I know I'm losing depth. And again, I've tested my own test garden. And so I go back to the 11 because I want that depth. I just bought the M9, and the only reason I bought the M9 is I bought a bunch of stuff to go water detecting. And a couple of targets. And I just heard that M9, because it has less, I guess you call them ribs, it'll float through the water a lot easier. There, is that it? Yep. Popped it out. And so that's why I went ahead and got the M9 just when I water hunt. And you guys, I'm sure you guys know where American Fork Canyon is, or at least the folks here in Utah. Another state quarter. I was up there the other day, and oops, there might have been another signal too. Yep. And where the Timpanogos Cave is, they have that visitor center, and they have that old bridge. There's actually two bridges, and then they have the rope line or whatever. It's not actually a rope, but it's metal line that you can go all the way down to the water. And I was telling
What
my
year?
I didn't even look at the year. It was a newer state quarter though. Did I get it? Yeah, let's. No,
FYI, the M9 you don't lose depth got a large cent 1918 at 12 inches.
Oh wow. Maybe I'll have to break it out and try it at some of these locations I've been to. Yeah, so I was looking at that bridge, and I was like, how many people, busloads of people every single day, not counting the people that drive up themselves, cross that bridge, probably make a wish, throw a coin down there. That thing's been there forever. The history of Timpanogos Cave is there used to be a dance hall up there. And, you know, I mean, obviously, the predominant religion here in Utah is Latter-day Saints. They don't like to be called Mormons anymore, I don't think. Another quarter right there. Should we be greedy and take them all? Let's see. Actually, that's more of a dime. There's a couple of them. There's one here and there's one there. I'll dig a little bit larger of a plug. But they would go up there and have a dance club and drink and party and all that kind of stuff. And And I guess when they tore down that dance club, there was like thousands of rattlesnakes under the floorboards. And I can only imagine how many coins. But so my thought was, how many people go up there and, throw a coin off for good luck off those bridges, and I could just 75. I bet it's gonna be a memorial penny. Actually, well, yeah, probably memorial. And so I got waders, I got all kinds of stuff so I can get in the water. And but then I realized that American Fork Canyon, you can definitely metal detect. That's our public land. We can go up there and detect. But the park or the monument or whatever you want to call it, it's not a monument. What is it considered? But anyways, there it is. That is a national park. And you definitely don't want to get caught with a metal detector on national park. I'm thinking, I don't even know if my yellow vest would get me through there. So we should be able to get a date off this one. I think I said 1907 something, or 70 something. $75. What was the other one? A 76 or 78? So that's not too bad. But I thought we had another signal. Although the copper content in those older memorials could make it sound like a larger target, but I think there's two. Yeah, it's right here.
Is your pinpointer waterproof?
It is, yeah. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they're waterproof. I've had these in the water. So this should be just on the sidewall back in here. Oops. You can hear my machine. I got the sensitivity cranked up so high on it.
What the white thing called to see your dates on your coin?
It's just like a jeweler's loop.
Just take the pinpointer and scope those coins.
I think that's just going to be another memorial. I want to see if I go to the other side of it. Whoop.
Try the M9 in your test garden for depth. You'll be impressed.
I will definitely try it. There's another target right here. Maybe that's what I was hearing. I've moved it. Is it that? Yep. Oh, another piece of iron. You can tell I have it set for discrimination. It didn't even hear that. My pinpoint will hear everything, but... Whoops. So what do you guys prefer detecting? Do you like homes, parks, schools, desert? Let's see. Another quarter right there. This is obviously the little coin spill area. So I was wondering if maybe she has done some outdoor events where people have booths and stuff set up and spilling stuff off their table or stuff. I can't tell. Let's just pinpoint it. Did not get it. There we go.
Beaches are easy work, but fields hold better treats.
Yeah, I guess you'd have to find the... Oh, iron. Some older fields though, right?
Parks and homes.
Parks and homes. I had a permission, I've told this story several times, but a permission out on a 40-acre piece of this desert, pretty much, out in Fairfield, Utah. And I contacted like 40 landowners, only one responded. She said, yeah, go ahead and keep whatever you find. My first time out, I found an 1887 V-nickel. And that was oldest by far I'd ever found. And so I got hooked on going out there. I found some cool relic type stuff, but no other coins. And the grass is so high out there right now, and rattlesnakes, that I haven't gone back out. I'll wait for late fall.
Connecticut has a lot of history to be dug.
Yeah, back east would be awesome. Ugh. Another quarter. Is that it? Nope. I think I'm due for a new battery in my pinpointer. Oh, there's no way that was ringing at 83. A state tab?
I live half an hour north of Atlanta, Civil War territory.
Is it hard to get on good ground out there?
I work for the railroad, so I detect old sites along the railroad on my lunch breaks.
Oh, heck yeah. There's no way. What do you guys think that would be a, is that a rock? Kind of weird. Huh. Keep it. I don't think that was that pull tab at 83. I'm surprised when I hit him at, yeah, it's off to the side a little more. I was gonna say, there's no way that would be that. Yeah, working for the railroad would be cool. Get to all kinds of cool places. There's a city. It's Centreville, not Centerville, because there is a city, big town called Centerville here. It's called Centreville, and it's on the West Desert, like you're heading towards Ely, Nevada. And there's a guy in the late 1800s. I forgot where he moved from. Someplace like England. It's still over more. Wow, England or something. And he hand dug a 300 foot by 20 foot high by I think 30 feet. So 300 feet long, 30 feet wide, 20 feet deep. He dug and installed an underground grocery store, and it was out there. And he had all the people on the Pony Express Trail and wagons heading west and all that. That was kind of the stopping point. I can't believe it's still further over there. Now I'm thinking it's going to be more big iron. We're kind of committed now. Yeah, they built that huge grocery store, and so I was out there the other day. My son lives kind of heading that direction. Oh, that's aluminum, but and it's actually owned by a cattle company. They have it all kind of roped off, and they have a roadside stand kind of telling you what was there. But pretty cool. I'd love to detect it. I guess it all burned down. Let's see. I'd like to at least find one. Maybe like a Wheatie or a pre-64 something. I think it's out. There we go. Oh, got a nickel. I was not expecting a nickel. I hit it. That's definitely not an 83. That should be a 27. Or is it even a nickel? Oh, it says 50 cents on it. That's not a nickel. So ringing that high would mean it's probably copper. What does it say? Dan? Let me stand up. Okay. I'll zoom in so you guys can see it, then I'll have to push it back. It's definitely copper. All right, so it says, looks like there's a crown, picture of a crown. Something, 50. So on the back side is a heart.
Denmark.
Is that what it is? Put the coin in my mouth. My wife's like, don't be doing that. You don't know what's in the dirt. Like, babe, it's 15 inches down. I doubt if there's anything.
Let me look up.
It's just the right side that's kind of caked on there. Dan. It's definitely a crown. I don't know if that's zooming in or not. And the back side says 50 Cree. Huh. That'll go in the keeper pile. That was worth digging a little more. I almost gave up when I got that piece of aluminum, but then I'm like, there's no way an aluminum's gonna ring up that high. That was it.
It's a Danish coin.
Danish, wow. I'll have to clean it up when I get home and see if there's a year on it. Though it looks like there is a year on the crown. It looks like it's a 19 on one side and then a couple of numbers on the other, if I was looking at it correctly. Now let's see if we can put this back together.
Denmark 50 ore.
Huh. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's the only problem with some of these deep plugs is just trying to get them back in. Well, that was worth it. Something. I mean, I've pulled some Canadians.
I found a
obviously.
small 5-mile battle area. Runs along the railroad tracks. Public
wow.
lands.
Wow. That would be cool. All right.
The date will be above the crown.
Yep, that's what I think I saw. The 19, and then there was something else. So this plug's a little bit on a hill, so I'm not the most proud of that plug, but can't get them all.
I wonder if the people who owned the house were from Denmark.
Oh yeah, I could ask Donna, the owner. There's a good one, but it's painting pretty high up in the Ferris.
I found a $50 near the railroad tracks.
Nice. I did research on this old train track that used to, or train stops that were here. It was called the Orem Line. Oops. It's a low tone, but it's...
I have a penny that got stamped as a dime, so now it's a penny on the back and a dime on the front.
Now that has to be worth some money. Did you find that or buy that? Whoops. Thank you, I appreciate that.
Thanks, Dusty Rhodes, for sending the goat gift.
Thanks, Dusty, I appreciate it. Now it got kind of sketchy.
Yeah, I am just sending you one gift instead of a bunch of small ones, okay? Not like last time.
Oh, no worries. I appreciate the support. Little piece of aluminum right there.
And Watashi Gary Miller found it.
You found it. Wow. Have you researched what that coin's worth? I mean, a misprint like that, I know they're rare. So that has to be. I watch. Oh yeah, you mentioned Eric Miller, right? Oh, Gary Miller found it. So there's a coin guy. I'm pretty sure his name's Eric Miller. I watch here on TikTok, and yeah, he's always talking about the 10 rarest this or that, or it's kind of interesting.
Sounds like Vegas.
Oh, the machine? Yeah, I got my sensitivity cranked pretty high. Thought I had another 8. Oh, there it is, right there. Right on the 3D or the 2D screen.
Look up Battle of Noonday Creek, a few weeks before Sherman took Kennesaw. I am reading online that the Danish coin is probably pre-1950s and probably silver. Very cool.
Oh, yeah, I think it's copper because it rang up. Well, it did ring up at, what was that? 83? It's just, maybe it is. It just looked copper to me, but this was a pretty high tone as well.
At Watashi Gary Miller, I checked one place, they said it was worth 600, but I think it's worth more.
Yeah, I would say it's worth a lot more than that. So we got an 85, 87 right on the 2D screen. What do you guys think? Quarter? Most of the guys I watch, they find 85, 87s. They're silver. Mine's all clad. So if you guys can guess the year, I'll send it to you, as long as it's after 64. We'll know here in a minute.
At Watashi Gary Miller, okay, thank you.
There we go. Yeah, my
Silver dime,
silver dime.
98.
The last silver dime I found came in a solid 73. It never moved off of 73. It's a quarter.
Thanks Rob NY for sending the heart me gift.
Thank you.
Probably a clad if it's a quarter.
Yeah, if it's that. Yeah, I think it's a. No. Oh no, I can't tell.
Woohoo, let's go.
Let's go. Nope, it's an older Washington. Let's see if I can pull a date.
I need to get out and use my manticore more. Still struggling to figure it out.
1985 or 82. I'll tell you what, the Manicore,
79.
in it being an 80, what did I say, 84? The Manicore, and I've had, golly, I go all the way back to the 20, I think it was called the 2200D.
And dusty roads.
And because I've had probably a dozen Mind Labs over the years, and the Manicore is so user-friendly. I'll go in and make all kinds of crazy and the Manicore is so user-friendly. I'll go in and make all kinds of crazy changes. So I'm in all terrain. If I go to high conductors, and I'm going to have to come up here, turn down my sensitivity, do a new noise cancel, and I'm using the prospecting tones on this one. Just reminds me of being out in the desert looking for gold. Ground balance.
At Rob-Knee, hey Rob, hope you're well.
Let's try that again. Should be a lot lower. Auto ground balance. Recovery speed 4. Prospecting theme, multi IQ. turn down the sensitivity a little bit. Now this one I have some stuff notched out, tinfoil and some other ones, but you can see but no matter what weird stuff I do to this machine, I can hold down that power button and do a factory reset. And out of the box, just like what you guys see me running just a few minutes ago, is just the all general. And it's such a powerful machine. And, you know, like probably what other people have told you is you just dig everything, dig every single target, and you'll learn your machine. So that's a 15, 16, right on the 2D screen, hitting a little bit higher, not crazy deep. But yeah, dig every target, and you'll love this machine.
Yeah, I just gotta practice more.
And especially if you have some coins and some stuff you found with other detectors, just to throw them out in your grass just to kind of get a feel for it. It's not very deep at all. It's right there. Definitely got to remember to throw some extra 9-volt batteries in my stuff, because is that it? No. Because I can tell my pinpointer's getting kind of weak.
At Cat Dad, at least practice is fun.
Oh, what do we got here? We got gold, or at least gold tone.
Very true. At Allison Underwood Reed.
I wonder if this is off of maybe a watch. Looks like there might have been a pin there. I don't see any marks. Let's see if it's magnetic. It's not magnetic.
Gold numbers.
Yeah. See, and that's my custom settings that I have. Not very light at all. I actually think this is plastic, and that's just aluminum or something. But I'll still put it in my finds. But actually what I should do is, let's see. So there's that target. I'll put it back in the hole. That's about the depth it was. So we know it was a 15, 16 right in that area on my custom settings. I'm going to tamp it back in. Let's see. Now it's totally changed. More like a 20. The 18 squeaking through, but 35. We'll still take it. I was going to go and do the other setting, but I'm not going to worry about it.
Does look like a watch.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Now where to go? There it is. Yeah, nothing precious, but still cool to pull something out of the ground. I call metal detecting a sport. My kids always laugh. I tell them, if you only knew how many squats I did every single day, it's amazing. You're constantly getting up and down, up and down, up and down. I had knee issues the last few years, and the days I detect, a day or two following, I have no knee pain at all. So I'm kind of doing my own physical therapy. Now, one thing on these settings I have, I do notice I'm digging a lot more deep iron. So this one, I'm going to say that's definitely a piece of iron there. Well, I don't know now. Now I'm thinking it's going to be a dime. But again, with this multi-IQ technology, it could be picking up a couple of different signals, and then it'll discriminate that iron, even though it'll hit it a little bit. Now it sounds good. Should not be very deep either. What? Now it's coming over here.
The M9 discriminates the iron very well.
I'm going to have to pull that M9 back out, like I said, because I only bought it for water detecting. So now I'm confused because it's way over here and down. So it definitely seems like something a lot larger. Whoops. Hey, thank you. I appreciate the share. Come on, be a big silver necklace or something. Or a massive piece of aluminum. I still don't see aluminum being that high though. Let's see.
I had a White's V3i back in the day, but didn't use it much before I sold it.
That's what my older brother ran for years, was a White's. Still seems like there's something. Probably the rest of that can.
This is my first mine lab.
Yeah, I've had mine. Oh, yeah, it's a nail. I just have always liked Mine Lab. And again, I've had almost every single machine that was new when I started using Mine Lab. And this goes back, I think I was like 27, so that's like 29 years ago. The first one I bought was a 2200D or something. And I guess there's guys in Australia that still use that machine. They have it modded so well, they say there's nothing that can compete with it. I just sold last year, I sold my CTX 3030. Unbelievable, powerful machine, but if you don't use that thing, it's so confusing. So I sold that. I sold my SDC 2300, which I think is Mine Lab's best design because it's so compact. You know, they made them for the military, and so now I have my Equinox 800. And I have the GPX 6000. I have the GPZ 7000. But I find myself using the 6000 because, again, it's just so simple. I can just turn it on and just go. With the 7000, it takes me a day or two to kind of just figure it out. And the 6000.
30 years ago, I bought a metal detector for $7.99.
Oh, wow. Do you find anything with it?
At Caroline.
I had a friend of mine who wanted to get into the hobby, bought a $30 one about a month or two ago at a yard sale, a name I'd never even heard of. And he wanted to go out with me one day, so I took him to a park. And he dug almost the same amount of coins that I did, and can slaw and all that junk. And so you get over a target, there it is. You know, you get over a target, you should be able to, you know, grab it. Let's see. Newer Memorial. Oops. There we go. All right, I'm going to go to the other side of the yard now, and hopefully that side's older. And you'd think with the driveway being there, people getting in and out of their car. Whoop. First target. Kind of sketchy. Might be their sprinkler, actually. Nope. Let's see. It's a big target.
Have you picked up the 15-inch coil yet?
I haven't. I'm debating getting the 15 just because I really don't go out to, if I go out, I haven't. I'm debating getting the 15 just because I really don't go out to, if I go out to the desert, that didn't help me, so I just got the M9. Oops.
Bought mine off Temu for $40. Maybe it will find something to pay for better.
Maybe. I own a jewelry company. It's called Skull, Skull, Skull Jewelry. And I get people all the time saying, oh, I saw your same ring on Temu. I'm like, well, oh, it's a quarter. I might go and buy it and then compare it with my stuff. And it's crazy. I have videos of me with my fingers literally crushing the rings that you get from Temu. And forget about buying clothes because they're all going to be 2-3 sizes too small.
Sorry, I lost you right when you were starting to answer about the coil.
I don't have the M15 because if I'm going out in the desert, which is where I'd want to run something that big, because in a park or a school, I don't know if I'd even want to dig a plug that would even go down that far. So no, I have not got the M15. I think I have a 15 for my Equinox though. I think I bought it. I do. I keep the 6-inch on my Equinox, and that thing is a little sniper. It'll get in and find all kinds of cool stuff. Is that okay, so that's that same plug.
I had a Legend years ago, bought this one for Hilton Head.
We went to Hilton Head on that big trip to Disney World, and I don't think I took a detector. So that plug I just put back in, there's another target. Probably a penny, but still. Oh, I thought it was right there. Come on. I think it's out. Yeah, oh, there it is. Oh, it's a nickel.
M15 isn't worth it. I had a 15. For my 900, maybe just my area.
You don't think as far as, did you get a lot more depth though? Let's see, 1982. I think it's 82. Let me see if there's any more coins right here. Sidewalks are always easy pickings. Oh yeah, there's a dime there too.
Not really a lot of noise.
Should be a dime.
Gotta get up early to beat egg to the Hilton Head beaches.
I can imagine. Yeah, some of these guys I've seen. Ooh, I thought I would have had it. And just the amount of stuff that they have found. I took mine. Actually, I have the. Okay, this might be an older one. I bought a Excalibur. Excalibur 2.
Socks.
And I.
At Cat Dad.
Yeah, welcome everybody to the live. Let's see. It's not going to be that much older, but another coin. Oh boy. Somebody was about to get in a wreck. But yeah, I bought the Excalibur, and I got it from the dealer in Hawaii. So I had him meet me at the airport when we flew over there. And I just didn't know the machine, you know. And I remember we had a corner suite at whatever place we were staying. And I'd walked that beach the day before, and some other guys out there. What? Come on. There we go. Let's see. And he found a diamond ring because I had was watching it from my room. Whoops. Now what is this? Big. Just a big cannonball. Huh. It's iron. Oh yeah. That's kind of interesting. If I found that out in a field. And again, this is a house, 1909. This is one of the original houses. I'll have to clean this up and see if I can. It's heavy too. Some other stuff I found that are cool is I have found meteorites out in the Arizona desert. Those are fun, and you find those at about 15 to 18 inches. There's 2 strewn fields down south of Vegas, about an hour and a half in Dolan Springs on your way to the Skywalk, which is owned by the Native Americans. And it's BLM land out there, but there's 2 strewn fields. One of them is like 15,000 years old. And so you got about an inch per 1,000 years of overburden. And those are cool. They come out of the ground a little smaller than a baseball, but larger than a golf. Smaller than a baseball, larger than a golf ball. Another one right there. That wasn't a bad spill right there. We got a quarter.
66 for sending the Heart Me gift.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. Your fan club has completed the first stage of the club quest. I didn't know we had a club quest, but I appreciate it. Okay, where's that 70? Ooh, there's a nickel. Solid 27. You see where it's falling in on my 2D screen? I have like 30, 31 notched out just because that's where I get a lot of pull tabs. Well, now it's painting a little bit different. Let's see if I can pinpoint it. Huh. Okay, that one sounds good right there.
Last day I went out at Hilton Head, I saw 5 others swinging.
Wow. I think I told this story yesterday when I was out, but I was reading the story about this gentleman who lives up north and heads to Texas every year to winter, finds an average of 700 rings every winter, goes back home, figures out the value of each ring, goes to flea markets and farmers markets and all that, and sells them. And a lot of these are diamonds, and so I'm like, that's not a bad little hobby that has some income potential. Okay, where are we at? I think it was off a little bit. Yeah, it's right over. Missed it just a little bit, but there might be 2 targets in here. I bought this extra iPhone. It's an iPhone 12, a little one, so it doesn't move as bad as my 16 does on this magnet. Problem is it has very little battery life, so I'm down to like almost nothing, so we'll see. Come on. Oops. There we go. Pull tab.
Don't leave us now, lol.
Yeah, I have my little portable battery thing, and I forgot to throw it in my pack. Let's see.
You need to keep a battery pack with you.
Yeah, and I have one.
Everyone, good luck, buddy.
Thank you. I'm going to retest that because I think there might have been another signal. That was a pretty solid.
Maybe I will find a ring tomorrow to pay for a machine upgrade.
There you go. They're definitely out there. All right. So I'm going to change
You know
back.
what you are doing.
I'm going to change back to the general setting now. Whoops. Go back and do a new noise cancel. Thank you, Queen Diana Jackson. Whoa. Now tighten that so it doesn't. There we go. Ground balance.
King. Found a silver bracelet 2 weeks ago at a local reservoir beach.
Oh, nice.
Liz found a gold nuggets and bought a car for his wife and a car for him. At Cat Dad, good job.
Heck yeah.
Do you like wearing Crocs, sweetie pie, peach cobbler? Guy.
So there's another permission I have around the block at another old residential house built in the 40s. And I found so many coins in the driveway, obviously where people get in and out of the car. And unfortunately, they were all newer clad. But I just got tired of digging clad coins. Let's see, I thought there was something here. Clad coins. Let's see, I thought there was something here. Normally this is going to be aluminum, but that's a tight signal, 36.
Chimichanga